folks. No, I'm just kidding. That's Nostalgia Nomics thing. Or is it Rudy's thing? For those of you who know, you know. This is all about the Pokemon market drama. I hate it. I never get into it. But let's get into it today. Anyways. Nostalgia Nomics. I like you, man. But sometimes you go in circles. You say something one day. The next day it's something else. I just put out a short about 20 minutes ago about this. I don't know. I'm a nobody so on this channel, on YouTube. So it doesn't really matter. You'll probably never see it. But I got to put it out there, man. I just can't sit back and grit my teeth and sit on my hands and not say anything about it. Because it would just bug me. So if you watch my short, I recommend you go watch it. Subscribe, The Cotton Family. I focus mostly on Pokemon Market, TCG, and also like to put stuff of me and my family with updates, what we're doing, what's going on at the present time, etc. But anyways, keep it short and simple. I'm not going to get into it because you can watch my short, so go watch the short. Let's talk some Pokemon Market talk. Oh, as I'm watching Nostalgia Nomics right now in the background, that probably looks bad. Hey, but like I said in the short, I'm still a fan. I still watch the channel, dude. But something about you just keeps me coming back. So you're obviously doing something right. Anyways, this is about me and my channel. And I like to talk Pokemon Market talk. It's good stuff. I'm always watching the market. And it's funny to see some of these people, especially the big time PokeTubers, such as Nostalgianomics. Yeah, I'm putting you out there again. And how kind of out of touch they can be with certain things. But hold on, let me slow down. I might be going circles here. Anyways, long story short, there's a lot of PokeTubers on YouTube that just, they think they know what they're talking about, but they really don't. And I think it's funny because in reality, they're not the ones that are watching the market every day. They're not the ones that are watching other people's PokeTuber channels and getting all the real authentic information. What am I investing? Nothing. I got 2 kids, a wife, and I just don't have the money. But what I do have is a pre-existing collection from approximately almost 2 years ago when I first started collecting again. I am a Gen 1 for lifer. I was the kid that was out there, just like Pokerev says, that was out on the playgrounds trading cards back in 1999, 2000, when I was 6-7 years old. I got the same old sad story of having a great vintage collection and sold it and kicking my butt about it. But you've heard that a million times from a million different YouTubers. What's going on right now in the Pokemon market? Well, the Pokemon market is crazy. Everything is completely, what's the word I'm looking for? I believe it's inflated. Everything is inflated. Nostalgianomics will tell you, well, if you can't afford it, go get another job. Yeah. Funny guy, right? Real influencing to our next up and coming generations of children and stuff that watch that channel. But yeah, I'm not going to sit here and put my energy on him, although it is kind of funny. Anyways, So I came up with this mindset at first when I first started collecting about 2 years ago. I came back into the hobby right at about release of Obsidian Flame set. And I'm a Gen 1er, always will be. That's my favorite gen. And a month later, they came out with 151. Woohoo! Greatest set. So I came up with a game plan after the first year of getting back into collecting of you have to have a plan. And my plan was to collect in not just things that I like, but also the things that I think will do well long term. One of them being 151. I got a few poster collections. I got a Pokemon Center ETB. I got a UPC. I'm not rich, guys, and I never was back when I was actually buying this stuff. So to keep the story short, all I can do now is rely on what I actually still have and what I've bought from the past, and hope that it just appreciates over time, which it will. This video, I'm not going to show you everything I have, because it ain't much, guys. But it's something. And I think in the future, I have the potential to do well. Part of the reason why I did want to start investing is I thought it'd be a good idea to have something for my children or possibly my retirement to look forward to, lack of a better word. And also because we all got to have a hobby, right? Keeps you out of trouble, etc. But yeah, Twilight Masquerade. Now, let me say this first of all. This is not financial advice. I believe we have to say that. It's not financial advice. But Twilight, goodbye. That's a goodbye. Stellar, you could take your chance. It'll end up being like an Astro Radiance type of deal. This is all my opinion, guys. I'm not telling you to buy this stuff. This is just my opinion. You can take it for what it is. But right now, if I did have money and my wife allowed me to buy these kind of things, I would be putting all my money into Crown Zenith and 151. Obviously, Evolving Skies is a play, but for your average consumer, that is not in the range of affordability. I do have a Crown Zenith Plus. But anyways, the next video that I release after this one, I will show my collection. Singles and all. And we will leave it at that. Twilight's a buy right now if you want. Now I'm talking booster boxes. You want to buy ancillary products, go ahead. But I tried to focus on booster boxes when I collected. I do have some ancillary products, not many. Miscellaneous products, whatever you want to refer to them as. Twilight's a buy. I'm going to say it one last time. I do think Temporal Forces is a good buy. I do think Temporal Forces is better than Paradox Rift, not by much, but I would prefer Temporal over that. And it's funny because I had a couple Obsidian Flames booster boxes back in the day, and I decided to open them. Why? I don't know, because in the back of my head I had this feeling, Charizard set's probably going to do well. But I opened them because I love to open packs. And I don't have those anymore. But I do truly believe Obsidian Flames is still a good buy. Just for the simple fact that it is a Charizard set. What else is a good buy right now? We're talking booster boxes again. Surging Sparks, we supposedly got a reprint coming. or it already came. I don't know. As of to the date of this video, I'm pretty sure, well, actually I'm not sure if the reprint has actually come tuition or not yet. But I would hold off on Surging Sparks. Prismatic, now that's not a mainline set, but for a specialty set, you cannot go wrong with it. You cannot go wrong with 151. You cannot go wrong with Crown Zenith. Other mainline sets, obviously anything from the Sword and Shield that's a booster box set, that is a buy right now. Because if you look at past trends and past data from the last two eras after Sword and Shield and Scarlet Violet, like Sun and Moon and X and Y, you're gonna do well no matter what. It's just a matter of time, and if you have the patience, which I really don't, but I've done very well on holding things. It took me a while. I used to just rip. Now I've calmed down and I've been able to hold a significant amount of product, and I think I'm doing well. But I'm just a little guppy in the lake or ocean, wherever those come from, not sure. And yeah, I will say another good mainline set booster box right now that's a buy, still even at these insane inflated prices, would be, how could I forget it? Paradox Rift. Is there anything else? Well, I don't know. I'm sure there is. We never really know how these things are going to come to fruition in the future, but this is just my opinion. Again, Sword and Shield, any booster boxes, if you can get them at your LGS, I'd grab them if I had the money. And I'm just trying to think of any more in Scarlet Violet era right now. Paldea Evolved, that is a big one. Oh my goodness, how could I forget that one? Paldea Evolved, yes, I have one box of Paldea Evolved. That's another screaming buy. I doubt there's going to be any more reprints at this point, but you never know with Pokemon Company. I think that's really it. I'm sure I'll come up with something after I stop this video, but that's about it for today. Subscribe. Love you guys. Trying to get to 50 subscribers so I can get somewhere with this. Have a good rest of the day. It's Saturday as of me recording this video. And remember, Jesus loves you. Have a great day.